National Championships.
Hello, 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 hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. Joining me, we have Jared.
Hello.
Corin.
Hi.
And Jotham.
Hello.
Hope everyone's doing splendidly. It's been a long time since we uploaded a new episode of the podcast, just like that Led Zeppelin song says.
What?
You know, it's been a long time since we uploaded a new episode of the podcast. I can never count that drum beat properly. Can you guys do it?
No.
No, I can't count any drum beat.
Well,
you know that about me.
Some drum beats are very simple to count. And this one should be. It's like, you know, it's in 4/4, but like where it starts is weird. And I never catch properly where it is in the count. Danny Paichaki has very graciously and very slowly explained to me where the beat starts and where it comes in. And it just evades me completely. I'm not a total dum-dum when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I've never picked up on that relatively simple drum beat. All right. If you have anything you'd like to impart to us during the show, you can give an email to us by sending to us@thegncshow.com. You can follow us on social media at The GNC Show. Visit thegncshow.com for many pieces of show-related information. And if you want to leave a voicemail for us, call 727-379-4335, which spells paper wheel on your alphanumeric keypad. I almost said magnetic instead of alphanumeric.
Oh,
we
cool.
did get some correspondence in the way of a YouTube comment by a YouTube commenter, TWatt75.
Here we go.
1 week ago, as a message on our show from July 3rd entitled Steel Whacking. TWatt75 says, was definitely meant as a compliment, period. Proud stepson here. Defending the concept of stepfatherhood. Also said, drop the clips on him, which Jared did in his playlist last show, right? That was Corin who dropped the clips on him.
Wait, drop
CLIPSE?
Yeah, wasn't grindin
Clips?
one
Grindin
of the
was on
mixes
it?
of grindin on there. T-Watt says, drop the clips on him. Love that album when it came out. Grindin was such a filthy beat that they had 2 remixes on the album. Everybody wanted a verse over that, including a smoker from Sean Paul. The Nerd album In Search Of is another good one for that era Neptune sound. Underrated album. Keep grinding, Jack. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, we've spent many a long hour talking about how great the grindin' beat is. That's
absolutely many hours.
Indisputable. And do you remember that one beat that was all like, hey, I can never figure out where it comes in. It's like that song Rock and Roll.
Somebody explain it to me.
Call Daddy. Well, I think that's it as far as we didn't get any other emails or voicemails in the long period since we've last recorded, and there's no real good reason for why we haven't recorded other than mainly maybe my work has interfered on the dates that we've tried to do it. Is it more me than anyone else in this instance?
You want us to point fingers?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't going to point any fingers.
But yeah, it's all
we
you.
all have busy schedules.
Is that what that game Among Us is about? Everybody tries to set up like a band practice, and the person whose schedule interferes gets kicked off.
Has like the weakest excuse.
Yeah. That's a really good way of sorting it out. So I apologize. Maybe that's just the way it's going to be. Sometimes it's going to be 2 weeks. Sometimes it's going to be a week. But we did try to put some episodes in the can, create kind of a back catalog of episodes to put out. We did it one time.
But we didn't.
No, we did it one time. We recorded on a Sunday, and we're like, and now when we record on Wednesday, we're going to have 2 ready, and we could do this every weekend, if we want to. And pretty soon, we'll be able to take a vacation, and we'll be 8 episodes ahead. But after we recorded the very first one, we decided to take the night off to, I guess, treat ourselves individually.
It was a success.
Yeah, it was a great experiment. Eventually, maybe we'll implement it practically. So yeah, sorry to anybody who cares. I can't imagine that type of situation though.
If you do, drop us a YouTube comment.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, why don't we go around and talk about what we've been up to. Jared, what have you been up to?
All kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
No, I last weekend I attended the first hot dog party post-pandemic hot dog party, which was a roaring good time.
I can tell from the 60 videos you posted.
All right. Jotham's very mad at Jared's social media usage. For anybody who doesn't know, why don't you explain hot dog party?
It's an annual hot dog eating contest / punk rock show that always happens the day before the 4th of July.
What day does that?
Hosted by July 3rd. At Crowbar in Ybor.
Have you ever competed in this contest?
I did compete 1 year. I think it was 5 years ago. I went in very cocky, figuring I figure I can eat a lot of hot dogs. I can.
I figured that about you too,
in general, but no. I got to 6, and I was, basically just holding back the vomit at that point.
And dog and bun, right?
Dog bun, and you're dipping, and for the
Did you dip in water?
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, your mouth gets too dry, and you're just swallowing this slurry.
That's so gross to me.
It was disgusting.
Now, I've been craving a Chicago dog all week long, but that, pounding hot dogs with wet buns, it's too much.
Dogs with wet buns.
Just house
I was looking for my news story, and I ran across a headline about a woman who was in a chili dog eating contest, which is
that sounds like a mess.
Kind of pre-soaked,
John Cougar Mellon can't be good at that. Sucking down chili dogs.
Oh my God. At a record pace. I think that's sucking out chili dogs at a record pace. It was at a record place. That's what he calls the local music store.
Yeah.
This guy's always in here with his chili dogs.
I feel like the year that Jared competed was also maybe the first year that very serious competitors started showing up to the hot dog eating contest, because there was a national someone who has gone to other hot dog eating contests around the United States. It was
the one year that they allowed a professional eater, and the dude
ate a ringer
25 hot dogs.
Then that was more than you said.
Yes, it was more. Okay, so the previous year I saw Ray Roa won, and he ate 9.
Ray
Roa from Creative Loafing ate 9, and that's what I was like, I can eat 9.
He's a civilian.
I could do 10.
Just a regular guy.
No big deal. No, much respect. And he competed this time too, and totally came in with a Stone Cold Steve Austin squeezing the beer cans over the head. Although I think it might have been Liquid Death water or something, not beer, but
expensive water.
It's pretty awesome.
Jared, have you made any mukbang videos?
Not yet. Thinking about it though.
I like that. Yeah, not yet. I like that.
Never close off the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, how many lasagnas can you eat? Pans of lasagna.
And you do this on OnlyFans?
No.
You
I
should.
mean,
Not
could.
Why
exclusively.
did you answer me completely seriously? No, but I mean that's probably a really good place to do it.
Not necessarily. I mean, like, you know, I can.
You
I
start
can-
off on
I
YouTube,
can-
get them for free, and
I
then
can
get them to
eat-
subscribe.
Then
Yeah.
pay-per-view, yeah.
I can
On
eat a
demand.
lot at a very rapid
Classic
pace.
bait and switch.
So I can eat a lot at a very rapid pace. So I think that's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah, you can monetize that for sure.
Yeah, pans of lasagna. Is that what we're talking about still?
I think it's just generally
Yeah.
Oh,
all categories. But I mean,
was
he would do
once-
it categorically on the site.
Alistair and I were once at a party where somebody witnessed me eating
The 7-layer dip.
the dip, and it was very good. And then from that moment on, I was referred to as the human vacuum.
he ate so much he ate 8 layers.
Yeah, he ate layers that weren't even there. Purely theoretical.
Imaginary
The
numbers.
square
quantum
root
layers.
of negative dip.
There we go. Quantum eating, like, new trend.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there was that, and I went to my brother's for the 4th of July for the holiday. Had some grilling and chilling by the pool. Pretty good. Fort
Oh,
Lauderdale.
play style.
Yeah. And I mean, that's really about it. I went on a
That
long
was
bike
11
ride.
days ago, the 4th
That
of
was 11
July.
days.
Wait,
Wait, so
no, it was
that-
more
so
than that.
7.
It was like 13 days ago.
Yeah. And then
Corn has something about the
Corn.
days.
Corn.
Sorry.
Yeah. I wanna deflect some of the attention off of Alistair for being the only one that ruined our recording times, because it was actually Jared ruining our recording times a little bit because
Ooh.
of his tooth prism.
Oh, that's correct.
Jared's tooth prism.
Right, he's got a tooth
How's-
prism.
How's your mouth doing, buddy?
My mouth is doing fine, but I still have an appointment to see the dentist this Thursday.
Yeah.
There's still
Thursday.
something going on there, but it's not I had some crazy excruciating pain
The
that
flare-up
was
has
preventing me
ended.
from like opening my mouth like all the way.
Were you having to just like use like some Ambisol stuff, like just numbing cream on the gums?
Thankfully, I had like a bunch of protein powder here for shakes, so I could just like mix liquid meals and
Oh.
not chew anything, because it was brutal for a couple days.
I remember.
I thought that
yours-
was going to be funnier than it was when you're like, luckily I had a bunch of protein powder in here, but you needed them for liquid meal. I was like, yeah.
If you had seen him in person, it would be funnier because he was talking like a ventriloquist the whole time, just with his teeth closed. Like, oil can. The famous ventriloquist joke.
So yeah, my teeth
I-
did prevent us from recording last Sunday.
Yeah. And you're sure it was your teeth? Because I had a thing come up in the last year or so where I thought I had a tooth thing, but I went to the dentist. They're like, "You're fine. It's probably just a sinus infection."
No, this was on the bottom right here, underneath my whatever the molar.
One of your molars.
Yeah,
Wisdom teeth.
And I felt like around that one specifically, and then I felt a line of pain from there to like, I guess there's a gland under here or something. So it was like
Right
swollen.
in the gland?
So it was it felt like it was infected and swollen, and it was crazy painful.
That sucks.
I'm glad that's over.
It's well, we'll see.
I'm
There's
glad it's
still
over for
something
now.
kind of there, but we'll find out Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Keep us posted.
On the man. Neither, that's not true.
And last weekend I went for a long bike ride just to find out that a favorite lunch place doesn't serve fucking sandwiches anymore.
Oh,
Shit.
right.
So what
sucks.
do they serve?
Pretzels.
Like chips?
I can't make
Pretzels.
a mukbang out of this.
like a hot, like the big pretzel, like a hot pretzel.
Yeah,
what
but
about my mukbang?
They got rid of the sandwiches.
Yeah, new owners apparently. They said get rid of the sandwiches.
Oh, new owners.
Yeah,
New owners are for the
They just lost my
birds.
business.
yeah.
I've been there once.
Place that I will not name.
Yeah, they don't deserve to be publicly defamed by us.
I guess.
Yeah, but you'd have to dip those pretzels in water too. Just wet
For
pretzels.
what?
For the for in my head,
shake.
we were talking about a pretzel eating contest. Did that not happen?
No,
Well,
Okay. Well, now we are.
no. Instead of eating there, I went to a hot dog place nearby and got some chili dogs.
Sucking on some chili dogs.
Yeah, and done eating.
at a record pace.
I was done eating the chili dogs, and then I rode back home.
Okay.
I you blurred out during that goddamn sentence that you said. Sorry.
Anyhow, that's me. More stuff happened this weekend, but I'll save it for next time we record.
Which could be very soon. We're trying to start doubling up.
Or
on the
it could be
episodes.
weeks. We don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
take it easy. Jotham, what's a portion of the things that you've been up to lately? I only say that because we discussed that you're going to save some too, just like Jared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna save a few.
Just everybody
But-
know that this is our B material. We're saving all the good stuff for later this week
Yes,
for some reason.
So I went up to Gainesville to visit my brother and his wife, and that was fun. I went to a climbing gym for the first time, and I had a lot of fun. So
Is this your new thing?
Is it like
well,
was it belay or was it like a bouldering?
they had belay, but I did bouldering.
Yeah,
So these guys.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and like as soon as I got there, I was like really competitive with myself. Like I had
Totally.
to like finish these certain lines. I kept going back and back, and it was a lot of fun. And I looked into it. There's one in Tampa, but it closed, so I'd have to go to St. Pete to do this because there's a place in St. Pete. But it's so fun. We went back, so that was Friday night. We went back Sunday morning, but I was a little overzealous with it, and I cut my finger open. I kept trying. There's this one where you had to like jump and hang, and I just like ripped the skin off my finger.
You went
So
too
I
hard.
ruined it like 35 minutes in. Yeah, so I'm just sitting there like bleeding, like just staring at everybody like, I need some breakfast. I'm getting out of here. So, anyways, a lot of fun. I'm
It's
gonna go back and do
it's
it
a
again.
fun sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go. There's a bunch of those gyms out here. Yeah, I went for a while when I first moved to Portland, and it's like, you know, it's a good workout, but it's also like a puzzle, right? Like you look at all the lines and you got to figure it out and
Yeah.
see where you put your little foot.
Yeah,
I got
where
really
you put your little foot, Joe.
Yeah. Well, they
Corin.
give you have these like little pointy toes and like
Stop
shoes.
saying I have these pointy toes. You deal with your own pointy toe problems yourself.
He said you.
It's that classic
they
second.
cram them in there. It's like a ballerina slipper.
You
Second
cramp
It
person.
is. And
Corin.
I went all out.
I
Yes.
want to know, why is it that Portland has so many more climbing places when you could just be climbing in the real world? Tampa should have way more climbing gyms
Yeah.
because we don't have anywhere to climb except for there.
People need to ready themselves to enter the real world rock climbing that is right outside their door.
Rock climbing IRL.
That's right.
This place should have like Florida should have like hiking places.
Yeah, you can
Real
simulate
hiking
like,
places.
like
ready.
going higher and higher up.
Stairs.
Indoor hiking. Stairs.
Anyway.
So yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We did like a tour of American food. We just ate like a ton of American food, which was great. Burgers, Detroit pizza. It was really good small batch ice cream. It was wild.
Detroit pizza famous
what's
for?
Detroit
I feel
pizza?
like I've heard about it.
I never had it. Maybe it's like Chicago pizza, but it's like deep dish, and the toppings are on top of the cheese, and they come like squares or rectangles. And
Squares.
it's like personal, but it's
Indifferent.
Not
It's personal, but
intimate.
it's indifferent.
Yeah.
It's playing hard to get.
Makes me
did
like
that.
it more.
We hit the springs. Another fun point was we went and hit golf balls at the driving range, and I know that driving range because it's attached to a golf course that I did community service at when I lived in
Yeah.
Gainesville. So I've hit golf balls at that driving range before, and it was weird to be back.
That was the
I
one that
remember
you
the
had
whole
to
layout.
Is that
you
where
had to
stole
collect
stuff?
the golf balls.
Yeah, I did do it. I mean, I just did whatever. That was one of the things I would just hit the balls and like drive the tractor around to pick them up.
That seems like a humorous job that mainly it comes up in a lot of like comedic movies, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you're out there getting
Yeah.
pelted with balls, subject of
My
ridicule.
life is like a movie.
Yeah.
Just a sad
That's
one.
That's yes. It's a dark comedy.
Now, this is going to make it seem like I wasn't listening. But you weren't driving that little cart as community service, right?
No, that was a choice at the community. There's the golf course, so I had to log in X number of hours in the golf course doing whatever. But there was little to no oversight. So you drive the John Deere 4x4s around, you hit golf balls, you just show up, you sign in, you sign out.
You have a spa day.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
What?
It's like a spa day.
Yeah. They didn't remember me when I went in the other day. That was weird.
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All new faces.
Walk in,
18 years later.
Clout.
Yeah. Don't you brought some people with you? Don't worry, they're not going to charge us.
I'll take the I'll take the Jotham special. I had my own hot dog there.
I can eat 9 to
water.
15 of these, by the way.
It was a Detroit pizza wrapped around a hot dog.
Oh, by the way, Detroit pizza is
sauce on top.
Rectangular and thick crusted.
I said all of that.
But and
I was just verifying.
They weren't listening. They immediately Googled it and looked at pictures.
Well,
I don't know.
I said Detroit pizza, like, no, this can't be true.
Everything he said seems to be borne out.
It all checked out
by Wikipedia and such.
I just didn't know. I just wanted to verify.
I'd never heard of it, but I guess it's a thing. It was tasty.
Sauce on top, I don't know if I can get down with. I want that sauce down under there.
You need the cheese shield to keep everything from like
exactly, and I want the tomato sauce to soften the crust a little bit. You know, I want it to be on the sauce.
It's soft,
on the
but
crust.
the edges are really nice and crispy too. It's got textures.
It looks like a Sicilian pizza.
I love when that edge. You know, when you get like the blackened cheese around the end. It's like that. The Metallica wrote a song about it. They loved it so much.
What, called blackened cheese?
It's just called blackened.
You got Jared. He's out.
I wouldn't know that because when we did the Metallica, I think I did pretty poorly.
Oh, we did it. You did way better on the Metallica part than you did on the Velvet Underground. It was a poor showing for your character. You know, for your. This guy who's supposed to be such a Velvet Underground head.
In the same way that Jared is our reigning Red Hot Chili Peppers fan.
Exactly. No bigger fan.
Through no effort of my own.
It's not
it was
easy for you.
effortless. You just had it in there.
You said it, bud.
It was in your heart the whole time.
Damn you.
So besides Detroit style pizza, what else has been going on? Anything else?
I don't want to bore you with house stuff. There's house stuff. I'm enjoying it.
Puttering.
You want to hear about it? No, I painted the front door. I got new door hardware, a nice touchscreen lock. I was out there cutting hedges today.
Have you checked? Have you checked the brand on the lock picking lawyer? Yeah, you have a good lock there? Want to check in with that lock picking lawyer? He's always going to find vulnerabilities. Shit.
What's this lock protecting? The house?
Only everything that he owns and his own personal safety.
It's the front door, so everything behind it.
Person and property.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels good. I don't know what else.
Do you have on this touchscreen door lock? Do you have like a camera that you can view remotely?
No, that's separate.
No,
that's like
no
a
Nest.
Ring doorbell.
No Ring,
no
no Nest. I mean, wait,
no Nest, no Arlo, none of it.
I don't know what an Arlo is.
It's like the things you mentioned.
Is that show on HBO? I think it's like a sports.
No, it's Woody Guthrie's son.
Agent. Oh.
No, you're thinking of. No, you're thinking of the little red Muppet.
What?
That's Elmo.
What the fuck is going on?
Anything else, Jotham?
I watched this Michael Mann movie last night because in the new season of I Think You Should Leave, there's this sketch where this character is discussing, he's like starring in a movie. Did you guys all watch it?
Not yet.
Santa Claus, Corin is talking about like the Psychic Gumbo and Michael Mann movies. Like, I should watch some Michael Mann movies. I've never seen one. So I put one on last night and realized towards the end, I've seen like 4 of them.
Yeah. Like Heat is a Michael Mann movie, right?
Heat, Thief,
Manhunter,
Miami Vice, the series. That's all Michael Mann.
I haven't seen Manhunter. Miami Vice is another one he did.
Manhunter's awesome.
I watched Collateral.
I want to watch
say
Collateral. It's
Collateral?
supposed to be pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The what is it? Brian Cox's what's his name?
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter and Manhunter is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that's next. That's next. But anyways, that's all I got.
Okay. I wouldn't say that's all you've got. I said that's a tremendous
That's
amount.
not all I got.
That's a
but-
tremendous amount. that
Oh,
you have there.
also, I mentioned it beforehand. You're not gonna hear about tie-dye. I'm off tie-dye. I tie-dyed myself out.
You mean your love has...
haven't dyed in a week. No, I just I think I made like 50 or 60 shirts over like 2 months,
Burned
and
out.
now I'm taking a break.
Well, Jotham, do you remember when we were in a band together and we practiced for 6 or 9 months or so, and we got our set together and we played that one show, and then afterwards, like the next day, you said you were post music, and you didn't think you really had the love for it anymore.
Not really ringing a bell.
You're a man of brief and fleeting passions.
That may be true.
Burn bright, die young.
Out, brief candle. Well, I'm excited to see the next thing that Jotham focuses all of his attention on, which could be front door accessories. Painting them.
It could be.
Or bouldering.
Yeah, well, that
Could be
definitely
bouldering.
like he could.
That's something I could really get into and get addicted to, I'm sure.
Oh man, how long is it until you go to Portland?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Man, I don't know if you're going to get enough practice in to feel comfortable out on a rock IRL.
I'll just have to do some pull-ups till then.
Yeah.
Finger ups.
Did you already buy a van so you can live in it like Alex Honnold?
Is that the
Free
the Capitan guy?
Yeah, the free solo man. You've got one of those little boards
Dude, that
that
guy
you
is
stick
something else.
your fingers in to do your pull-ups. Yeah.
The finger strength is so weird for the bouldering. It's like anything else. It's so much harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Corin.
Yeah. Just me.
Yeah.
Corin gets it.
Jared, I think he's saying we don't seem like climbers. The fuck? If I were Jared, I would be insulted.
I would never say that. Anyone can climb.
Fly like an eagle. Corin, how's it been for you since
I noticed
last
you
we met
went
up?
around and ended on me. Is it because I have exciting news?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Sure. What do you consider exciting news?
I had my vasectomy on Friday. Thank you. That means thank you for the claps.
Yeah, what does that mean, Corin?
That means I only have one more seed collection, and that is as what would you call that? Verification of a complete process.
Yeah, they're gonna make sure it's clean. Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
No swimmers.
0. All those impressive numbers that I had should be down to 0. So yeah, that was an exciting time.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. The thing about it is that it is a quick procedure as far as medical procedures go. That said, I wish it weren't a quick procedure, because then I could have been unconscious through the thing, but I wasn't.
Oh God! So they just do a local anesthetic?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know how they
Put me under.
do you know how they deliver a local anesthetic?
Big needle?
Yeah, and needles.
Yeah.
It's
big
not
needle, and you
one.
get to
It's
watch
not
it.
one.
Yeah, they do it over
you
and
don't
over.
have to. They don't.
They don't Clockwork Orange you.
You're talking about the
God.
Ludovico technique.
Why do you need to do this for a vasectomy? Like, don't question the process.
Not only that, but my doctor, whose name I won't mention,
because it's a racial slur.
I don't want people finding this guy. Talked it up so bad. I've never had a doctor so
Talked it up. You are gonna love it.
Yeah.
He said to me, "This is my favorite thing to do." Period. As a doctor, he's a family medicine doctor who practices. He's like, this is it, pinnacle of doctorhood, cutting balls. I love it so much.
I thought they didn't do that.
They got to get in there somehow.
It's a vast deference from beginning to end of the procedure.
There it is.
Is that the part that's getting it?
I don't know. What
Getting
I
the
don't know.
You
what
didn't
those
even learn
tubes
the
are called.
terminology?
He's like,
No.
You don't even know. He thinks he cuts balls.
And now I don't have any testicles left.
I sing real good though. Yeah. Oh, and it was terrible. So he talked it up. It's easy. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be in and out. You'll be fine by Monday. Which recovery has been fine, but like, holy shit, that was a harrowing experience.
Yeah.
I wish I had done this when I was still getting high, so that I could be high for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, man. I went to the dentist high for years. It was way better. I was getting a procedure done one time. They're like, "Wow, you're like so calm for this," and I was like on a bunch of morphine.
It's all boom, 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 boom.
I was like, "Yes, this is all me. Very chill."
Been a long time since
I listened to Led Zeppelin, that song in particular, when I got my my second lump removed from my head. And that one was much less smooth. Like I was really feeling it was the front one was the second one. I was really feeling the injections for the numbing and stuff. And the person doing the procedure was like, what kind of music do you want to listen to? What kind of music do you want to listen to? Like trying to distract me. I was like, put on some classic rock, Led Zeppelin.
Put on the loops.
And so it was a Led Zeppelin channel, and the first thing that came on was Pantera's version of Planet Caravan.
Nice.
And
that is a good distraction.
the physician assistant is what I learned her exact title was, who was performing the procedure, was commenting on it. It was like, hey, this is a song that this is like somebody did a cover of this song. I was like, it's Pantera. We're listening to Pantera. And she was like, yeah, well, somebody did like a cover of this. I think this is a Led Zeppelin song. I was like, it's Black Sabbath. Pantera did a cover of it. I'm like, you know, my head is burning and stinging. I keep getting stuck with new needles. But I had to let her know the straight skinny on Planet Caravan. So you had a similar experience, Corbin?
I had a similar experience. Yeah.
When
sorry.
But with stirrups.
No, please tell me.
Did you have stirrups?
No.
How were you positioned, if you don't mind me asking?
I was laying on a table.
Prone.
You know. Yeah. And wait, which one is
stomach
back
down?
on the?
I think that would be
prone is on your
supine.
tummy.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
supine.
supine. Yeah.
Oh, listen to the medical professional. He knows what's up.
Raised
Probably
way
said
up
it
in the
wrong.
air. But so OHSU, where I got it done, Oregon Health Science University, right? This Oregon Health Science University. Yeah, the acronym makes sense. OHSU.
It's not an acronym. It's an initialism.
Oh shoot.
Initialization. Yes, got him. They are a teaching medical provider. So there was a medical student in the room as well. And so not only was I feeling everything, the gripping and the clamping and the things as pressure, not pain,
The
right?
pulling, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to hear him like describe it
And say
to
things
the medical
like you won't usually see this. This is very abnormal.
Usually they look a lot better. There's a lot more room to work with. And then, so I was like, I was having a hard time. I was like pale, obviously like really pallid, like flop sweat. The nurse that was in the room was like handing me a yak bag because they thought I was going to puke everywhere. I didn't, but I was like heavy breathing. So it was just so uncomfortable.
How many people were in the room total? 3, 4?
4, including me.
Oh boy.
4 including you. Okay. So the
Very vulnerable.
assistant, the person performing the procedure, and a student.
Someone taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone kneeling all around, getting paparazzi snaps.
Yeah, boy. But then halfway through, like, the student got queasy and had to leave. Like, I can't take it. I'm out of here. It's like, man, this is not making me feel better. What is happening down there?
Yelling after the student, like, this isn't a typical thing. Like, everyone isn't like this.
I used to be a model. So did you have any care instructions that maybe surprised you as far as your recovery?
Tight underwear. You gotta keep everything bundled up.
Bungled it up.
Wasn't there that statistic that March is when most men schedule the vasectomy because of the March Madness? You can sit and watch basketball like the whole time.
What?
Because there's like a recovery.
Yeah,
wild.
I have heard that because
That
you
is
can
wild.
take a week off to watch the tournament. That's so funny.
Oh wait,
Wow.
they said I'd be fine by Monday. I mean, like, I feel essentially fine.
Are you taking any
definitely-
more time off? Are you gonna?
No, I'll be back to work on Monday. I took Friday off, but that was it. It's real
Trooper.
quick.
All right. Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably taking another couple of days off of punch school. Probably not going back straight into Muay Thai right away.
High kicking everywhere.
Yeah.
Just
Aaron told me to be careful so I don't rip myself a new one, so to speak.
Oh wow.
Yeah. One of the threats.
This is causing a lot of like silent, quiet reflection from me. Like, oh boy,
Rip, huh?
supine, you say? Oh boy.
But my friends and my girlfriend have been very nice. They all dropped things off, and I know.
Do you think that's because of the ball surgery?
I think so. Yeah. I had a nice muffaletta sandwich dropped off to me.
Sink
Big
that.
stack.
That was delightful.
The layers.
Yeah.
It was art.
So good.
Yeah.
It's
What
just
who made that?
Jenny, who
From the block?
my friend Rob. Yeah, Jenny from the block. My friend Rob's partner, and Jenny is also my friend in her own person. But yeah, she made that.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Muffaletta.
Shout out to Jenny.
Big shout to the muffaletta maker.
Never mind.
The fuck? You
Yeah,
trying to
so I've just been enjoying myself, taking the time, playing video games, watching TV, wearing tight underwear.
Sounds like a party.
tight underwear the whole time. Oh, and have you been told to, or were you instructed to, whether or not you've been able to? Are you supposed to abstain from any any business, taking care of business, TCBY?
Yeah, they told me not to come in any ice cream. Yogurt?
Come on, man.
That's TCBY, right?
That's the country's best yogurt. And once you do that, it would no longer qualify. But I was talking about taking care of business, and then I threw a hilarious joke. Speaking of initialisms, TCBY. But yeah, are you not supposed to commit any onanistic acts or
This
acts
doctor-
of sexual congress?
He's just like, once you feel up to it, go for it.
If it feels good, it is good. Yeah, but the thing is, like, well, what if, like, yeah, I feel like some people might try to make it okay, like, really soon. You know?
Right. I'm not that person, but I feel like that person could be out there, and those are dangerous instructions to give post-surgery.
Yeah, mandatory waiting period. Well,
Mm-hmm.
although now what you have is an unloaded gun.
Dangerous to no one.
Just like all of the doctors and nurses said while they were standing around me. This is a danger to no one.
And the student. Yes, I can tell
and
that.
the student.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a real adventure, more than anyone needs in any one weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait for you all to experience it. just kidding.
Okay.
It's like going to the Grand Canyon. Everyone should do it once. Has anyone here ever been to the Grand Canyon?
I have not.
No, none of us. I was wondering if any of us had gone on like, well, I say any of us. I know I haven't. If any of you had gone like as a kid. Because I know like how little I would like appreciate being at the Grand Canyon like as a child. It's like the stereotype of like being dragged to the Grand Canyon and just being bored by its infinite majesty. Anyway. Gorn's balls. So I've been super busy with work this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There was a comedy festival going on out of state, but the company I work for, we were in charge of kind of making their website and live stream. Like we kind of did a program online, embedded the live stream in there and stuff, and I was making sure that was all going off without a hitch during the evenings on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It was funny because this comedy festival was taking place just in a field, like at a farm, and there was a stage set up and lights and all that, and they had some power running from the store, the main building at the farm, and everybody on stage was just being like bombarded by these huge insects. I'm picturing like kind of like cicada type things, or like grasshoppers, or locust kind of things. And what'd you say?
Lubbers is
those big grasshoppers,
yeah.
lubbers. Lubbers, not fibers. But every single comic would go up there and they're like and then like swinging their arms, and like sometimes you couldn't see it and sometimes you could, and multiple times comics were having to like shake things like out of their clothes and stuff.
That's a pretty good gag.
It was a great gag, yeah, and it led to a lot of spontaneous laughs. I don't know how happy everyone really was about it, because I mean, oh boy, like I hate that idea. You're just in like an empty field and you're the only little bright ball of light for like thousands of yards. Just,
oh man,
just all everywhere. Just the air is
millions of eyes are looking at you at any given time, like just like honing in. Ooh. And
like at the end of each night's program, the organizer of the festival said, all right, we've got people with flashlights to help lead you back to your cars. It's like so completely black.
What are you running around like in an action movie, like, cut the lights, they're attracted to the lights?
Yeah, you see like it's like a Cloverfield. Some like people-sized grasshoppers creeping around the side of the stage. I don't even want to talk about that. That's my hot dog eating contest. So that was a lot of fun, watching all the people dodging the bugs and such. Also this week, I restrung my guitar with some heavy strings to tune down to C, see how that goes. And so I've it's funny, every time I have the guitar with the amp on and all that stuff, and Mandy will walk in and I'll play some like very low tuned riff, and like she definitely like hates it. She does not like this tone of guitar, so she just smiles.
She's not excited about it.
That's great. She's so supportive. Yeah, like I was a toddler who pointed into the toilet. She's like, oh, good for you. So yeah, detuning. I'm trying to convince Jared to detune too, so we can play.
No
play
convincing
C
necessary.
together.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought you were saying no.
No. He said, I want to tune to C, so let's do it.
Yeah, it turns out he was tuned to see 10 minutes before I was. So yeah, tuning down. I of course consulted Vinny Cosentino first about what I should look out for, and what gauges might be helpful to try out. Thank you so much, Vinny.
We had a practice with him. We had a practice last.
Oh yeah, we did. We went
Friday.
to Circle rehearsal studios.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Circle, that's right.
Instead of playing
Wow.
D&D.
Oh yeah, instead of playing D&D. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, everybody. But this practice was very important to me, and I hope to Jared too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, so yeah, the band is definitely more important than any of our other friends, Jared.
Correct.
Yesterday,
That'd be
went
down.
out to some breakfast. We went to Lenny's.
Yeah, I've seen your Lenny's post twice now, and
What, do you want to be invited?
I mean, what the fuck?
Do you want to come along? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd like to be. I wouldn't have been able to go, but I would have liked to.
just to be
He wants the
acknowledged.
invite. He wants to be able to say no.
Yeah, that's how I feel about every social engagement.
that you've
I
left
won't
behind.
show up.
I
I'm
won't
not
go
going to
there.
be there, but please invite me.
Yeah.
I might be there because it's Lenny's.
So I had, we got our breakfast, whatever they are, but we also shared a side of, I'm talking about my partner and all things Mandy Miner. We also had a side of duck bacon, which I haven't had there before.
Yeah, I've never been brave enough. What's your takeaway on the duck bacon?
It was delightful. It was kind of the consistency of like Canadian bacon, like you'd get on an Egg McMuff. It's very hammy, but still has a little bit of crisp on it. It wasn't like crispy like bacon. It was
Hammy
more
duck.
like a little slab of ham, but it was delightful. It was very good.
Y'all get your
Speaking of
Yeah,
food,
yeah,
I
we
roasted
got our
a
bag
fish.
of pastries. Don't worry, Jared. Yeah, we did.
Insane. Everybody got one.
Each person at the table got a bowl of pastries.
Okay, good.
Go ahead, Joseph.
I roasted a fish right before we had the show.
Were you
or started the show.
Were you like, hey, you is this guy swimming upstream or is this guy
You
swimming
call that a
upstream?
swim bladder?
Yeah, roasted. You call that a swim? Thank God, Corin.
Yeah, that was good. But I think my favorite part about roasting the fish is just like eating it with my hands. I mean, it's just with a fork, it's no good because you pull it like off the bones.
Have we discussed this exact situation before?
Possibly, but I haven't done it for at least a year.
Maybe
or
about
longer.
like Ted Peters. Because I know we talked about eating those fish with our hands.
Oh, maybe.
That's like looking
Maybe,
at
yeah.
you.
It's the same kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, it was looking at me the whole time.
But you just because I feel like
What kind of fish was it?
you made something. Maybe it was just something else
Snapper.
you made when Maddie was away a previous time, where you were like, "And I just ate it with my hands. That was the best part." But it might not have been a fish.
I don't. Yeah, it must have been something else. I like
It was
eating
like
with my hands.
I think it was
Yeah.
chili. You made chili. Like,
Scoop it.
It's faux.
Yeah, I just put a tarp down in the living room.
That's how I eat lasagna too.
Jared, take notes for your mukbang.
That's right. Does Maddie know that you're a nasty, dirty boy who likes to eat with his hands?
Yes,
Wow.
she's seen me eat the fish.
All right.
oh,
Wanna
no hands.
Make sure you're.
Not no hands. I mean, with hands.
Yeah, she's very impressed.
Slam your face down onto the fish. Okay. I was just making sure that it wasn't something you were waiting until she was gone to
Oh, you wait,
dig in with your fingers.
Wait till she gets back. Like, Maddie, I'm actually a dirty boy.
Corin said I had to say it like that.
Yeah.
This is all part of my
And I
thing.
have little feet I put into the booties for bouldering.
The other thing that was exciting that happened a mere hour before we started this very recording. We ordered some food through a food delivery application service tonight, and we were tracking it. Mandy did it on her account. She passed around, everyone put their order in. She was tracking it and everything, and we're like, oh shit, Edward is leaving the restaurant now with our stuff. He's on his way. She's like, why is he going on east on 22nd Avenue? He's so far past us now. And we realized that the wrong address was in the delivery thing. It wasn't exactly the right number, and it said street instead of avenue. So it meant they were going on another part of town. So Mandy texted, because it opens up, you've got a phone number for your delivery person. So she texted Edward and was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. The real address is supposed to be blah, 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 blah. And sorry about that. We'll give you some extra tip. Sorry we made you go out of the way. If you could come here now." She's like, "Okay." It says that he's read all of them, and then says like, "Okay, he said he can do it." And I looked at the text thread, and the address that she sent in the text thread was a different wrong address. This had avenue on it, but then the number was wrong.
Oh no.
So then another quick flurry of activity, but everything was solved, and we ended up getting all our food not much longer after it was initially estimated to be coming to us at that other address where we don't live. So that was very exciting, and
what a fiasco!
It was a
So now
real
you're gonna
fiasco.
proofread. Are you going to proofread every order now? Can she not be trusted?
Yes, and now
to make the
whenever
order?
Mandy orders, I'm gonna be like, "Are you sure you know?" So
Yeah, throw it in her fucking face.
yeah, exactly. That's what a healthy relationship is all about: is
what I was
remembering
getting
that
at.
stuff and bringing it up years later.
Yeah.
And in front of other people.
Yeah, duh, Corin. If I had something about you from years ago, I'd say it right now.
It's
Remember
gonna
that
be the
time
first
you
thing.
ordered the pizza wrong?
Probably.
It's gonna be the first thing I mention to her when I see her next. She's like, "No, heard you fucked up the order twice."
No,
That's gonna be good.
the order was perfect. The address was fucked.
Yeah, that you should correct me with that. In front of her.
Oh no, the order was spot on. Everybody had exactly what they wanted, but it was nowhere near us geographically.
Because of the mistake.
T, M, capital T, capital M. Well, that's about it for my life, and I don't have anything extra for Wednesday or Thursday when we record next. But do you guys want to take a break and we'll come back and do a little quiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hello. This is Grand National Championships. We're back. It's now time for a part of the program that we like to call...
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
That's right. It's time for a combination of two different themes of quizzes.
Uh-oh.
I started off thinking I'll do kind of like a geography quiz, but then after one question, I decided to make it a quiz about famous people who are from or have lived in the Tampa Bay area, which is where
Okay.
3 out of 4 of us are currently located. So the first question is more of a general kind of geography type question, because I didn't know what the quiz was at this point. It hadn't spoken to me, but I saved this question. Question 1. The New York City area of Tribeca stands for what? Tribeca is an acronym. It's a nickname based on what phrase? Tribeca. Tribeca. Is everyone familiar with that? You ever hear of it? Tribeca Film Festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tribeca this. Tribeca Grill. Tribeca. Anyone have any idea?
No.
Why
I
don't you try Becca?
Why don't you try Becca?
Triangle below Canal Street. It's a triangle below Canal. Tribeca. They've got a few of those. You know, there's Soho. south of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dumbo, which I think is down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass or something like that.
Is
That's a new one.
Schenectady one of those?
No, that's just a city name. And is that upstate New York? Is that Schenectady? Is that New York or New Jersey?
It's New York.
It is New York.
Yeah. I just know because that's the name of that movie.
That's called
Schenectady, New York.
Synecdoche.
Oh, it's not Schenectady.
No, but it's meant to sound like it. But that it's a word that means it's a word that's related to the movie because it means like a thing that exists inside of another thing or whatever.
Oh, that I have no idea. What
But
I'm
I don't.
talking about.
Okay, so let's look up.
None of us do. Jotham's so fucking pissed he left.
Well, I'm upset that happened. So, synecdoche,
Synecdoche.
a figure of speech in which a part is made to represent the whole or vice versa. When they're saying like, I think that's when you call like your car your wheels.
That's a synecdoche.
Yeah. And you know how in that movie, there's kind of like, there's a play inside the movie and there's a play inside that play. And it's all like things that are part of another thing, but the thing that's a part of it contains all of the outside thing as well. Weird.
Never seen that movie.
It's a good movie. It's worth a watch. It's one of those, it's fucked up like adaptation or something. It's Charlie Kaufman shit.
Is Schenectady, New York, an actual thing?
That's a real place, but
That's
the
a
name
real
of the
place.
movie is Synecdoche.
Okay.
Okay.
Question 2.
Question 2. Oh, I didn't write up the. Did anyone get number 1?
No.
They didn't. I know. All right. So Corin's playing, Jotham's playing, and Jared is playing. Jotham, you didn't miss much.
Had a power cycle.
Question 2. This famous wrestler would trim the hair of his defeated foes.
Corin.
Jotham.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I think was Corin was
Corin.
next.
Yeah.
Corin.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Brutus Beefcake. They call him the Barber. Please,
I would like to
Beefcake.
point
Mr.
out-
Beefcake was my father's name. Call me Brutus. Brutus
I was not
Beefcake.
allowed to watch any wrestling growing up.
Because it was satanic.
Or
I
too
guess.
sexy.
Yeah.
Probably both.
Yeah,
Not a lot of clothes on those wrestlers.
not at all. Doesn't leave
Shiny,
much to the imagination.
Glistening.
Oily.
Question 3. This Cheap Trick member, singer, songwriter, resides in Safety Harbor, and he used to come out to WMNF every once in a while when we were on that radio station.
I
From
don't know
Cheap
the guys-
Trick.
I don't know the guys in Cheap Trick's names.
There's 2 that most people know.
It's the
Yeah.
dude
There's
with
the guy who
baseball
has
cap.
there's the guy, yeah, has the side out cap with its checkerboard, and he's got a guitar with 6 necks. He's
6
funny.
necks.
Yeah, he's got like one of those
That's
guitars
right,
that's like
he's
a
got
bunch
the-
of different necks.
6-necked to key.
6. That's one for Corin. If you guys were on your toes with that kind of stuff, you'd win as many as Corin. Corin, when was the last time you actually won a trivia challenge?
I don't know. Something about movies a long time ago.
That's so no guesses for no one has a guess at a member of Cheap Trick.
No.
No.
I keep thinking of the singer
Steve
from
Trick.
Twist.
That's correct. The founder of Cheap Trick, Steve Trick. Robin Zander.
Sure.
Robin Zander.
Is that with an X or a Z?
Z.
There's an X you would have gotten
He's
it.
not an alien. Question 4. This actor had a part on Cheers and according to a friend of mine who went to her house for a function, she has a lemur cage. That's probably not public knowledge though.
Known for her
appeared on
lemur
Cheers?
cage.
She had a
No.
she was on Cheers for a long time.
Corin.
Who got that, Jotham?
Ooh, I think corn.
Corin, go.
Christy Alley?
What'd you say?
Christy Alley?
That's right, Kirstie Alley.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
I would have gotten it wrong.
Kirstie
Oh,
Alley.
who are you gonna say?
Shelley Long.
She was
Rhea
also
Perlman.
on Cheers for a while, but I don't
forgot
see her.
about-
I don't see her around here. I don't
Scientology,
see her in
dog.
Clearwater. Yeah, you'll notice there's a common thread with some of these celebrities.
Tom Cruise.
Question 5. This movie star strongman is sometimes painted completely blue in some of his roles. And Corin probably loves him.
Corin.
Corin, go.
I think you're talking about Dave Bautista,
Oops. Yes, that's
But-
correct.
but he's painted gray with red tattoos.
Oh, I thought he was kind of blue.
No.
Okay. No points for Corin.
Just got told.
I said Dave Bautista.
Wise ass.
They make a point of it because Drax is green in the comic books, but James Gunn made him gray in the movies so as not to clash with Gamora
Like the Hulk.
or the Hulk.
Yondu is blue though.
Yondu is blue.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
What'd you say?
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Question 6. This most famous actor in the entire world does a lot of his own stunts nowadays.
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
He knew it was
Wait,
I just
coming.
watched him last night in Collateral.
But he lived here?
He has a
I
a
guess that makes
palatial
Yeah.
Clearwater.
townhouse or penthouse Clearwater.
He's got
residence.
a duplex over in Largo.
Yeah. he's got one half of it that he rents. Here's an interesting one. This rock and roll singer is known to sometimes shout "oops" when he accidentally puts an aluminum can in the paper recycling bin.
What?
Oops! I did my impression of him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like him, so you're gonna have to try to remember.
I know the band. Why can't I remember this?
Jared thinks it's funny, but he still can't tell what it is. I'm supposed to
AC/DC?
be.
I don't know the dude's name.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
it's the same
God
name
damn it.
as a friend of ours, a good friend of Vinny's.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Brian Johnson.
That's correct.
That's right.
Brian Johnson from AC/DC. I think lives in Sarasota or has a home in Sarasota.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. You're gonna have to learn to say other stuff like him too perfectly, Jared. Jared, how would you rate that impression? Like, is it good or is it funny because of how bad it is?
He can't answer. He's so red right now.
It's a little bit of both.
Okay, it's kind of perfect, kind of not right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. This creepy writer dude is mainly known as a resident of Maine.
Corin.
Jared, go. Jared, go. Corin, go.
Brutal. Stephen King.
Stephen King. Yeah, he has, I think, also maybe in like Sarasota. South of the Bay, a lot of people like that tranquil atmosphere. Question 9. This toxic twin is said to have a passing resemblance to Finn from The Sopranos.
Toxic twin.
I can't remember who Finn is.
It was
Meadows' who Finn is.
boyfriend, and
He's going to dental school.
He's going to be a dentist, and Vito goes over and
He
talks
loves
to
the
him and
shins.
says, "Hey, you know who this guy looks like? This guy." And then that's the answer to this question.
Jared.
Jared, go.
It's 50-50. Steven Tyler.
Oh, incorrect. Does
I
anyone
don't
have
know
a
the
guess?
guy's last name.
I don't know.
Come on.
I still don't know what we're talking about.
Corin hasn't seen The Sopranos.
Yeah, one day we'll get him to watch The Sopranos.
No, but the Toxic Twins. That's all you need to know.
Joe Perry.
There it is.
Oh.
This guy looks just like Joe Perry.
I found out my girlfriend really likes The Sopranos, which was previously unknown information.
Is
She
she
said
gonna show them all to you? Talk
Yeah.
through them. That's how I like to do it for people.
Yeah. Wait till you see this.
You know, that guy's gonna come back and he's gonna be Vito, but right now they just call him Gino and he's just a customer in the bakery.
So you should be soaking up all this so you can have some like talking points. So like you
We
can, like,
we don't
recognize
talk
them.
about
Yeah,
anything.
just learn to talk to her, Corin. Jesus Lord.
We have nothing to say to each other. It's sad.
I'm just saying, Sopranos related.
Question 10. This sketch comedian is the longest employed cast member on Saturday Night Live of all time.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Kenan Thompson.
That's correct. Kenan Thompson.
He's from
SNL's longest lasted alum.
He lives there? He did? What's he do?
He lives there. He did that. What's he do? I believe, I don't know. I took it from some like Tampa Bay Times article or something. It said maybe it's Tampa or Sarasota. He's a roomie of Stephen King. Now, can you imagine how funny that house would be?
That
Kenan
would
Thompson
be
and Stephen
quite
King
the
as a
odd
roommate.
couple.
Yeah.
Question 11. Many a recovering vasectomy victim has sat under the watchful gaze of this college basketball guru. And he probably lives in this area because he likes to go coast to coast.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Dick Vitale.
That's correct. Dick Vitale.
I wouldn't have gotten it without
Was
the
that
impression.
a Dick Vitale? Was it a
Catchphrase?
name joke about the vasectomies, or
No, because March Madness.
Oh, right. Sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot about March Madness. That's still baffling to me.
You're still kicking yourself for not doing it in March.
Oh, be careful.
I can't-
You'll
yeah.
open those stitches. Wham.
Rip yourself a new one.
This famous actor, if you were in an airplane and saw that he was the one flying it, you'd be like, oh my God.
Jared.
Jared, go.
What is happening?
If he says the right,
It's John Travolta.
if Jared gets it right, then your argument is invalid, Corin. If Jared's able to get it from the clues, your problems with it can't be.
I guess you're right.
Valid. What Jared clearly heard was say John Travolta's name. But
Yeah, all the pieces were there for Jared.
break down the question that I asked Corin. Corin, what do you think?
He's
what do
a
you think-
pilot, and that's apparently what he sounds like.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you were following the general thread of it. Okay.
I get it.
Oh God.
Question 13. Corin, by the way, is winning like 4 or 5 to Jared's 4 and Jotham's 1.
4 or 5.
I got 2.
I gave Corin a point for a good joke. What was it, Corin?
6-necked to keyed guitar.
Oh, 6-neck
Yeah.
keyed guitar. Yeah, that still stands. 5.
Yeah.
All right, this
Can't argue with that.
leading lady recently voiced a character on BoJack Horseman, and also answered the question about with what love has to do with. With what does love have to do with?
Was there a Tina Turner movie or something?
Jared.
Jared, go.
Angela Bassett.
Jared, please thank Corin for telling you. Dram. Wait, I just mixed up a Michael Jackson song and an Onyx song. All right, question 14.
No, Dram, I wish I was your lover.
Question 14. This hunky muscly dude is well, he showed how hunky and muscly he was in Magic Mike.
Corin,
go.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Tanning Chatham.
That's a clever spoonerism.
That's what that's called.
Could somebody look that up? Is that called a spoonerism? Take a quick break.
On it.
I'm gonna Google pictures of Detroit pizza.
Transpose it.
That was what I saw when I opened my phone, was pictures of Detroit pizza.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way to define what it is Jotham does on this show, but there's no one else who could do it. What is it?
You were correct. You got a point. It's a spoonerism.
Yeah. We're tied.
Yep, me and Jotham going for third place. Question 15. Famous shortstop.
Nope.
Maybe the world's most famous shortstop.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Ozzie Williams.
I can't believe the things you say.
Okay. I don't know who Ozzie Williams is. It's almost shut up, don't say anything. It's almost like Ozzie Davis, the famous actor, and sort of like Ozzie Smith from the St. Louis Cardinals in the 80s.
Ozzie Smith, that's what I meant.
Ozzie Williams. Ozzie Nelson. Yeah, that's incorrect. Not Ozzie Williams, who's the second most famous shortstop
Jared.
after Ozzie Williams. Jared.
Mookie Wilson.
Mookie Wilson, I believe, was a center fielder.
Corin, is it Jose Canseco?
Jesus. Okay, you know what? It's silly to be like, oh my God, you're so wrong. But if you don't pay attention to baseball, why would you know? But Jose Canseco was not a shortstop. He could barely move his arms. That poor guy. He was so juiced up.
Shortstops are like the rogues of baseball.
Oh yeah,
Agile.
Let's put it in
They have good
D&D terms
stealth.
for him.
They can face step.
Now let's pretend
Yes,
that
they're
to get to
required to
second
face
base, you have to use your lock picks. But the guy with the ball, he's like an evil sorcerer who's put a curse on the lock. Does that make sense?
Baseball in D&D terms. Oh God.
Of course, the answer is Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter from the New York Yankees.
Yeah, my baseball knowledge is dated. Ozzie Williams.
Yeah, I haven't even watched since Ozzie Williams was the best player.
Late 70s.
All right, and one last question, question number 16. This writer passed away.
Corin.
Jared, go.
Wow.
It's Kerouac.
That's right.
I was waiting for that one.
Jim Kerouac. Yeah, Jotham was poised and ready. but instead Jotham and I end up tied for third place with 1 each. Jared with 5, and Corin.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
7 points is the winner.
Congratulations.
That is just fantastic. Guys, I can't think of any better way to celebrate than to just like everybody just hunker down and listen to Jared tell us all about the news after he's done swearing to himself.
Scientists name frog found in Ecuadorian Andes after Led Zeppelin.
All right.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've uploaded a new episode of the podcast.
Pristimantis Led Zeppelin, known in English as Led Zeppelin's rain frog, was found by the scientists David Brito Zapata and Caroline Reyes Puig in the Cordillera del Condor, which straddles southeast Ecuador and northeast Peru. Small frog, which has coppery red eyes and mottled yellow, brown, black, and orange skin, is a member of the huge and rapidly expanding Pristimantis genus. So yeah,
There's so many types of frogs, man. Ever blow your mind? You ever just sit back and let it blow your mind, man, how many frogs there are?
There's tiny ones and big ones.
Exactly.
Red ones, green ones.
Jotham gets it, man. Every spectrum you can imagine. So it is weird to think that a couple things, they're still finding them new frogs. And it's taken this long to name one after Led Zeppelin.
They're still coming out with new frogs.
And you hear they came out with a new frog, right? That's pretty amazing. If you had the opportunity, if you were a scientist who was discovering a new frog, would you name it after like the band Willhaven or something? Just shed some light on maybe something that you were into that not enough people knew about. Prismantis Grady Haven.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Corin, what would you name your frog after?
Scud the Disposable Assassin.
Okay. What's the name of that writer again?
Rob Schraub.
Schraub. Doug Sharon is what I was thinking. He's a drummer in the Chicago music scene.
Ozzy Williams.
Yeah. He used to jam with Ozzy. Jotham, what would you name your frog after? It doesn't have to be a band, but
now I'm thinking band. I'm thinking David Yao.
You'd name a frog David Yao? I mean,
David
I
Yao
like
the frog.
species of frog.
I do like the idea of a species just named with a proper first and last name.
I would name the frog the Jesus lizard.
Yeah, see, that's the problem I was having, is that this is a frog and you're naming him after someone from the Jesus lizard. That's going to cause a lot of confusion.
Well, tell them to come out with new lizards.
Ask me.
If you
there are no more lizards coming out, it's just new frogs coming out now.
Yeah, man. What would my frog be named after?
Or Babka, after a chocolate babka.
I'd probably name it after the rainforests.
Gaia, Mother Earth. Ever heard of her?
For a split second, it felt like I was going to die. I thought like something happened to me and like I was going to die. That was really funny. Good job, Jared. All right. So anything else to discover inside of that Led Zeppelin frog story?
No. Just an announcement.
Wait, an announcement from what?
From the frog.
Yeah,
it's just a press release.
new brand of frog.
Jotham, what's in the news?
Olympic athletes will spend their nights on cardboard beds in an effort to discourage casual sex during the next week's contentious Olympic Games.
Dude.
Now, there's a bizarre decision by Olympic officials who are dealing with 2 COVID-19 outbreaks, and they're hoping to discourage intimacy among athletes. But there's 18,000 beds comprised of frames designed from recycled cardboard. Blocks made from, mattresses made from 3 blocks.
Locks. See, that's what they really need. Lock them up. That's the only way to keep them separated.
So they're
like the
designed to
offspring,
support
so.
one person. It says 2 people, it'll just collapse.
Yeah.
I wonder what
I saw
weight they're
this.
using.
Now, okay, just based on
440 pounds.
based
so,
on
yeah.
previous.
Oh, yeah?
That's not what my question was going to be.
Sorry.
Just based on like, you know, feelings you've had during your life, do you think having an uncomfortable cot will keep you from boning down with
There was
the
a time
Olympic
in
Village?
my 20s where I slept on a mat or a futon regularly, and it didn't stop me.
Just
so.
to train yourself for uncomfortable sex.
Yeah.
Well, you got to know these Olympic athletes. They only have sex on California Kings, so yeah, they will not.
No, it's really funny that that's
High
a concern.
altitude.
I remember
Yeah.
reading a story when for the London Olympics that they were trying to take measures, I guess, like because athletes would just like go like have crazy like marathon sex on the roofs of and like leave used condoms everywhere. It was like a problem that they had to address and like suspend some athletes and stuff for.
They had to suspend the players. The thing is, there are always these stories about how the Olympic Village is just like this teeming sex cauldron nonstop during the 3 weeks of the Olympics. And like during this COVID thing, they're all like, all right, the Olympics are going to be just the same, except none of the sex between the world's fittest people. And everyone's like, okay, I guess the Olympics will still be fun now. And they're trying to like do like sex discouragement cots and stuff. Like they can't slow down the Olympic Village.
No.
No, man. I say you just put them all in a big pot before the Olympics. Let them mingle, you know? Get the COVID outbreak done with.
You're saying get a stew going.
Oh,
Yeah.
Put them all together 2 weeks before the Olympics. They won't want to look at each other after that.
Don't be too ashamed.
No one's making eye contact.
Yeah, so I wonder if there are more extreme measures that they could take to try and discourage.
Vasectomies all across the board.
Vasectomies
Mandatory.
and chastity belts.
Vasectomies.
I think I said vasectomies.
You did.
Schenectady's. Vasectomy. Jesus, that's humorous. Yeah, I guess these Olympics are going to be a real buzzkill.
Boring.
Yeah. Anyway, that was you, right, Jotham?
That was me.
Great job.
Thanks.
Corin, what have you been up to lately?
Well, Dutch Queen and Robot opened 3D printed bridge in Amsterdam. The Dutch Queen Maxima teamed up with a small robot Thursday to unveil a steel 3D printed pedestrian bridge over a canal in the heart of Amsterdam's red light district. Maxima pushed a green button that set the robot's arm in motion to cut a ribbon across the bridge with a pair of scissors. The distinctive flowing lines of the 12-meter bridge were created using a 3D printing technique called wire and arc additive manufacturing that combines robotics with welding. The company MX3D said the bridge showcases the possibilities of the technology. Quote, if you want to have a really highly decorative bridge or really aesthetic bridge, suddenly it becomes a good option to print it, because it's not just about making things cheaper or more efficient for us. It's about giving the architects and designers a new tool, a very cool tool, in which they can rethink the design of their structure and architecture. That's it.
Maxim.
Queen Maxima and a robot opened
Okay.
a bridge.
Yeah,
Good
but
name.
if someone says Maxima is here and a robot, like Maxima
robot's
sounds
name.
way more important. What a name! Is that?
Yeah.
Is it just Maxima? Is it Maxima the Fourth? Is that a name
It
that
just
many
says
Dutch
Dutch-
queens have had?
Dutch
she's
Queen
the first.
Maxima.
And does that
Maxima
spell in
Overdrive.
the standard spelling?
The standard spelling, yeah. Hold on, let's see.
Like the Nissan.
Queen Maxima
Yes,
of the
the
Netherlands.
Nissan Maxima.
Like the Nissan. A Nissan or a Datsun?
She seems like a lovely woman. I hope she hasn't done anything weird.
Yeah, or I hope she wasn't attacked by that robot. It had a pair of scissors, I hear. I don't
didn't hear
take orders
anything
from you anymore.
I'm really upset
Maximum.
that there's not more about the robot in the story.
When I'm done with you, you're going to be minimum.
I'm gonna 3D print you into a bridge.
It's really scary.
The
So
robot?
you'd have to go through an extruder.
An extruder.
Yeah,
I
it's
hardly
3D.
know her.
Good job.
That's been the news. Do you guys want to talk about what music we're going to put on the playlist today?
Let's do it.
All right, for my portion, I told you guys that this week I was super busy at work and I just wanted music that I didn't really have to pay any attention to, so I ended up listening to a Dope Smoker by Sleep. Like, it ended up being maybe like 8 to 10 times in its entirety. Because every time it was over, I was like, okay, that was perfect. Because, like, I'm not sure anything at all happened during that hour, but like I got some work done. I didn't get caught up in the story or anything. Although there is quite a story going on. So my selection will just be the entire song, the hour of Dope Smoker.
Sick.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Sick. Who's typically next? I think it's Jotham.
I'm gonna play Bed for the Scraping by Fugazi,
Nice.
Romeo by Wipers, If Fit When I Was a Kid by The Liars,
Ooh.
Walkabout with Noah Lennox, Atlas Sound and Noah Lennox, The Devil in His Youth, Protomartyr, and Wet Blanket by Metz.
What a lineup. Jotham. Jared, what'd you bring to the tablet?
I've got Force Majeure, the single off of the new album Escapades by Gaspar. What's his name?
From Justice.
Auger.
Auger.
Yeah, Gaspar Auger from Justice. Intimacy Issues, the new single by the Nervous Girls. The Creep 2021 remix by Tom York. A lot of mixed reactions about that one.
That song is so slow.
It
I
is.
think it's so very slow. I do like some of those synth chords at the end.
Yeah. I read something that somebody can tell that it was like slowed in post, like it was digitally slowed down, like there's some kind of markers, like it was slowed down, like the whole thing
Like
was
it was
slowed down for the fact.
time stretched.
Yeah. Anyway, Run 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 by Kurt Vile, the cover from the forthcoming Velvet Underground tribute. Can't remember what that's called.
We were just listening to that today when we were over at the Target.
Tell the Vision featuring Kanye West and Pusha T by Pop Smoke, Kanye West and Pusha T from his new album, or posthumous album Faith, and Unleash the Ponies Redux by Bulb from the album Moderately Fast, Adequately Furious.
Corin, bring it on home.
And I shall. I got Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Duck Duck Goose by Cupcake. 34 plus 35 remix featuring Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. Pink and White by Frank Ocean. I Am featuring Flo Milli by Young Baby Tate. And Slugger featuring Snot and Slow Tie by Kevin Abstract.
That's what I'm talking about. Togetherness in music. Guys, this has been so much fun. I'm glad that we reconvened. It reminded me that I do enjoy doing the podcast. Earlier on today, I was thinking, maybe we just don't do the podcast anymore. But it's a lot of fun when we actually do it, isn't it?
I felt that energy happening, and I wanted to
You felt it from me?
Nip it in the bud, yeah.
Yeah.
It was brewing
Good job,
in our
Corin.
text chain.
I got a taste of freedom. Oh man, Jotham wants it too, don't you? Jotham and I are going to be the ones who break off.
No, I was saying good job, Corin.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was
Get
sarcastic.
that back.
No, he's on my side.
I'm not used to
No, I'm on
you
his
saying what you mean.
Oh.
Well, guys, do you have any business that we haven't touched on?
People should. You should. Like, subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. Leave us a comment on YouTube. All of those things help us gain visibility through the algorithms.
Yeah, unfortunately, the algorithm has rendered us invisible.
That's the problem. It's pretty good.
And share it with everyone you know who likes these kinds of things.
Keep on trucking.
So for Jotham Fady and Corin LaPointe Atchison and Jared McLeod, I'm Alistair Fraser St. Hill. Everyone, just do your best out there, okay?